Last time, you guys continued on with the Hall of Challenges, going up against some really nasty looking oozes, and eventually fighting the Wall of Flesh in the Transmutation Challenge. You succeeded, utilizing the environment to petrify the demon spawns. Having returned to the large octagonal room, you can see that a bluish purple light is glowing now above the transmutation, necromancy, and illusion doors. Remaining unlit are the abjuration, enchantment, divination, evocation, and conjuration doors. Now, you guys had been somewhat tired last time, had set up a small little camp, and had slept for 8 hours ish, taking a long rest, as it were. But the time has come, the long rest is finished. And what would you guys like to do?
I think we'd like to go and do the abjuration test.
Would you now?
That is the one on the next counterclockwise position, yes?
Yes.
We'll go to abjuration then.
All right. Well, you approach the door to abjuration, and opening it, find a 5 foot wide hall going about 30 feet and angling slightly to the east.
Do you not want to do abjuration, mister?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
You can go to other places too.
No. We're no.
Maybe Giuseppe's feeling evocation. The test of pure explodium.
Necromancy.
We did that already.
Remember you had the vampires that were trying to convince you to kill the
Oh
other guy?
yeah.
And then it turns out, like undead, they were treacherous, and so Giuseppe
Okay.
and Eberron killed the shit out of them.
Yeah, I remember that. I stabbed one so much it exploded.
Mm-hmm. And we stepped on their ashes.
Yeah, disrespect all around.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, abjuration sounds fine. Unless you want to do evocation, there's be a fireball involved in there.
No.
Conjuration might just be, monsters.
I'm feeling abjuration first.
Okay. I don't know any school, any abjuration schools right off the top of my head.
Mm.
It's not one of the well-known schools. I mean, it is. It probably is. I just don't know any of it.
I tend to like abjuration wizard. It's all defensive.
Oh, so like shit, like shield.
Yes,
yep.
Shield is a good abjuration spell.
Okay, cool. Thank you. It's hard to pick out a spell from a school. Yeah.
I mean, definitely later on, abjuration falls off because so much of it's like you have 24 hours of prep time and shit like that. But it got some really handy stuff in there for not like, dying horribly.
Always good.
But yeah, it's got shield, which is great because magic missile is a thing.
Lesser and greater restoration.
Yeah.
But that's abjuration?
Yeah.
I thought those would be evocation, like most of the healing spells. More you know.
Oh, they're less healing and more protecting from status effects.
Fair enough.
Pass Without Trace is also abjuration.
The more you know. Well, onwards. I shall take point and lead us through the hall.
Okay.
My companions in tow.
Indeed. Well, the hall turns to the left and only goes 5 feet to an open archway, which opens up to a large, dimly lit room. As you enter that room, you can see that a large metallic shield is visible against the far wall of this massive chamber. Translucent barriers with faintly shimmering shapes are visible between your entrance and the shield on the far wall.
I see. All right. All right. Anyone else getting vibes where it's like, these turn on and off in different sequences and we'll be needing to play Duel of Fates? Will we battle some dude between them and the barriers separate us from them?
Yeah.
Just like in episode 1 of Star Wars. All right. He said these are all the same color, right?
So, as you look at them, you can see that it looks like the barriers go through like a progression of colors, going from close to back. So the closest one is red, then you got orange, yellow, green, blue.
I see.
You can also see like that the closed barrier has like what looks like it's kind of like floating around in the barrier, like on the surface of the barrier, like shimmering triangles. And as you're kind of staring through it into the kind of red mist beyond, you can see at the far, like the next one, which is the only other one you can make out, looks to have shimmering squares on it. The shapes past that are too indistinct to be able to count the sides.
Okay. Now, Hebron is not a wizard, but some of his family are wizards. Can Hebron recall from any of their rambling spiels where they were likely talking about wizard shit to him and he wasn't really understanding because he didn't go to college? What these triangles might be significant of?
Give me an Arcana check. So,
not bad.
A couple of things. Yeah, that's not bad. So what you recall is that some abjurative magics are keyed. Either to like a person, a passphrase, or something similar. You play DDR and you enter the correct dance motions and in the chest unlocks type deal. A lot of abjuration magic that involves barriers and the like tends to have stuff like that. Or they just block everything, and your only bet then is either disintegrate or dispel magic. Though as you are sitting there pondering it, you also notice that the color beyond the first barrier does seem to be lightening in color, and in fact turning kind of like a cheery orange color instead of red.
All right. Hebron's going to wait to see how this color progression goes.
Sure. Yeah, and it looks like, maybe like every 30 seconds or so, it shifts color. going from red to orange, from orange to yellow, yellow to green, green to blue, blue to indigo, and indigo to violet before wrapping back around to red.
All right. Does the shape change at all?
The shape does not change. It appears to just have like these shimmering triangles kind of floating on the surface, bouncing along, bouncing off each other, kind of like a multi-iconed version of the DVD screensaver.
Oh man, that takes me back. Hmm. All right. Okay, so you got okay, so we have triangles which are consistent, but the color which changes every 30 seconds.
Thereabouts, yes. It the color is shifting. So it's not like it's 30 seconds pure red and then 30 seconds of pure orange. It's transitioning
Right,
between
right.
the colors.
Like the way some of those shapes might do on like an old Macintosh screensaver. You know, the orb bounces around, it changes geometric shapes and colors, kind of progressively shifting in and out.
Right.
All right. Hmm. Do I see anything in the open space here?
You do not.
Hmm. Triangles, though. So maybe some kind of rule of three, like the three of us passing together. Hmm. Hmm. Let's take a look here through resources. Hmm. All right, so I'm gonna pull out a torch, and I'm gonna wait for it to process all the way back to red at the start.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take the tip of the torch and stick it in to the wall, the color wall.
Okay. It makes this thunk sound like tapping on heavy glass.
Okay, so All right, I'll touch the wall with my hand.
Okay. Yeah, you touch it. Feels somewhat cool to the touch, like a stone or glass wall would. Feels solid enough and
Hmm.
smooth.
I'll feel across its surface.
Okay. So you start feeling across its surface. Give me an investigation check. Okay. So you're feeling across its surface, and one of those triangles that are bouncing around kind of passes under your hand, and you actually feel like there are little divots in the wall that form, like that's how you're seeing the triangle. It's like it's a distortion of light caused by the surface being at that point like semicircular. That makes sense? Like it's been engraved into the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. I, I'm going to try to catch one of those triangles on 3 points of my hand. So like index, middle, and thumb. I'll try to pin the triangle at its 3 points like that.
Okay. So yeah, you see a triangle coming in and stick one finger in there. The triangle stops, kind of rotating around your finger a little bit. You stick your other finger in there, and it's holding there steady. And when you touch the other triangle, the other point in your triangle, your vision suddenly goes red, and um and you find yourself staring at the party and the archway from the other side of the barrier. And I'm also going to need a Constitution saving throw, as this red gas is, in fact, quite burning.
I saw that trick before in Highlander, the quickening, the second one, the one we don't talk about. Ramirez did that with the elevator. He caught the thing at 3 points and held it.
I'm
Sorry, that's
somehow immediately annoyed that Highlander the Quickening has become relevant to what we're doing.
I mean, I even remember what he said. He said, most people have a certain measure of life, but if you could summon it all up at one point in one place, you could achieve something glorious. And then he caught that big spinning fan like a triangle with his fingers like that, and then he died. But
I want you to know that if Hebron dies here, he's going to die with this look of just utter annoyance that you would bring up this movie.
I mean, the series fell off after. Hey, did y'all see they're making a remake of this thing?
No, I did not.
Let's handle what happens to this.
So you're standing there, and yeah, it is all burning. You end up passing the con save, so you take half. So as a result, you only take 21 points of fire damage.
Oh my god! Only 21 points of fire damage, Gilbert. You got lucky.
What do you do now, Gilbert?
Okay. So, what we'll do then is, okay. So if it's going to keep shifting, I'm gonna want to keep going. I don't have a way to abjure myself, oddly enough. The great irony of this test. Absorb elements be real fucking handy right about now. So I see the squares, right?
Yeah, so behind you, some 15 feet away, is the other wall. You can see the orange gas on the other side of that. So yeah, sorry, I guess it get cut off. 15 feet away to the west, you can see the other barrier. This one has orange gas on the other side, and you can see squares kind of floating about on the surface.
This one's orange. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What I'll actually try doing here is I'm going to grab 2 squares, each on 4 points. Index, middle, ring, and thumb.
Okay. So you go to the wall and start, grabbing one set of squares and the other set of squares at the same time. And you find yourself the other, like in the middle of the room, the other side of the second barrier. Your vision goes this orangish red color. And I need another con save. Ah, very good. Pass for half again. taking only 22 points of acid damage.
All right.
And you can see to the west another barrier. This one with a yellowish gas on the far side and pentagons floating about on it.
All right. In that case, then I shall catch a pentagon on my fingers using all 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to that wall, kind of sticking your fingers in the 5 corners, and splaying your hand out a bit. As you notice the gas shifting color around you, you are now standing inside a yellow gas, seeing green on the other side. And you then find yourself standing in a green area. A barrier in front of you looking yellow. And I need another con save.
Wait, I went red, orange, green, yellow?
No, you went red, orange. Orange changed into yellow while you were in there, and now you've gone into green. You didn't time it perfectly to start at 30 seconds. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I rolled for how much time before it transitioned. It was 1 round.
Gotcha. I got very confused by what the fuck happened to the rainbow here.
Yes. No, the rainbow shifted. Like, the current order is orange, yellow, green, blue.
Right. I gotcha.
Okay. So you are standing in the green zone.
This is what I picture with Gilbert.
So you're standing in the green zone, and I require yet another Constitution saving throw. Okay, pass again for half. Taking 16 points of poison damage.
All right. All right, give me 1 second. I have to pull up the exact details on an item in my inventory.
Okay.
All right. How many more barriers do I have to get through? Just one?
So there's one more barrier to your west, and then you're in the last volume where you can then see the large metal shield on the far wall. That volume is blue, and the barrier between you has shimmering hexagons on it.
All right. And let's see here. So the color is currently green and it's going to shift to blue.
Yes, in 24-ish seconds or so.
Okay.
As you're spending about a round each time, going from volume to volume.
Gotcha. All right. So just as a precaution, then I'm going to down an antitoxin.
Okay.
And then I don't want to wait around as this changes. So, yeah. Actually, I'll wait until this door, I should say this wall, is in the intermediary point between 2 colors.
Okay. Yeah, you can wait inside this green volume for a bit.
And then at that point, I'll grab with 6 fingers.
Using two hands, presumably.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna will a sixth finger.
You're-
I reveal that I am in fact the six-fingered man.
Yeah.
I'm on the lookout for a Spaniard.
Indeed. But I will need a con save while you're waiting in this green volume, as the area is in fact unhealthy to be in.
Is this against poison?
It is against poison damage, yes. Very good. You pass again for half. Taking 13 points of poison damage.
All right. And then we'll slip through.
Yeah, so you wait for that transition point, and as it's turning blue in your zone, you pass through using your 6 fingers on the points of a hexagon to pass through into the indigo zone. There I will again require another Constitution saving throw.
Against poison?
No.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is a failure.
I see.
Oh, no.
Well then.
Good thing you're indomitable, right?
Yes.
Okay, that passes.
I'm in fact indomitable.
Indeed, indeed.
You just say no.
Indeed, and as a result of being indomitable, this zone appears to have no effect.
That's actually like even more terrifying if I'm being honest.
Poison
right,
starts seeping into
see
you
the
and you
shield.
just go,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
grit
in
your
this
teeth and
indigo
go, "No."
haze, you can see this large metal shield hanging on the western wall.
What's it? What kind of metal?
Make an investigation check, I guess. It just looks like it's darkened steel.
All right. I'm a fucking fighter. I don't exactly have any ways to interact with magic. I'll touch the shield.
Okay, you touch the shield. Feels cool to the touch.
I take the shield.
What is your available carrying capacity?
Bum, bum, bum. 60 pounds.
Okay. So you kind of touch the shield, start trying to lift it, and you realize that the shield weighs about 200 pounds.
All right. That's within my push drag lift. Heavy ass shield. Anything behind it?
So you're pulling it off the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, it just lands at this doll right on the floor. And behind it you just saw looks like a bit of the stonework was like fashioned into a hook to hold it up. The other side of the shield looks like it has, as you're looking at the far side, it has like on left and right like two handles. Think like like an elderly walker. So you could pick it up from behind to carry it with it in front of you. And it has you know like a little door at about eye level. Like one of those sliding latches you would see on gates or speakeasies.
It's a blast shield. All right. We'll push it forward.
Okay. Yeah, so you pick up, dragging it along the floor. You're using your push drag lift. I think at this point I'm going to need another con save from you, standing in the indigo. That passes. So you drag it over, sounding a lot like that chair from the Men in Black. You get over to the hexagonal barrier.
Push
I
through.
did. You just push it through?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
All right, yeah. So you go up to it and you touch the barrier with the shield. There is a sound of glass breaking, and the barrier disappears. As you, good.
All right.
Yep. You also notice that the indigo and blue seem to be kind of mixing
Seeing that this
here at the
works.
barrier.
Yeah. We're going to do what fighter be doing. If as I have to, I will attempt to put all my effort into moving this as quickly as possible. Action surging to dash through if needed.
Okay. Then in that case, give me a strength athletics check. Okay. Now, are you opening the little door at eye level so you can see, or are you just charging blindly?
We're gonna open up the little hatch.
Okay.
Little blind. Yeah, we're gonna open it.
All right. So yeah, you kind of brace yourself, start just hauling this thing, like very very quickly through the barrier, and like as you hit the barrier between blue and green, again that sound, but there's no resistance. It's like it's not even there. So Giuseppe and River, you guys see Hebron, struggle through the various zones, gets to the shield, and starts charging towards you guys. The barriers near him disappearing as he pushes this large body height shield. This is like an 8-foot tall shield. And he's got it like right in front of him, just charging forward. Are you guys doing anything?
He seems to have it handled.
He hasn't asked for help.
Okay. So,
guys,
but me and River
I am charging at you with a massive shield.
Me and River are placing bets on see how long he lasts.
I mean, I'll scoot out of the way when he gets close, but
yeah, I am charging you.
Oh, I'm not going to let him walk into me. I'll step out of the way. Yeah, I'll move. I'll let him run past. Give shit.
Okay. Yeah. So you're charging through these, Hebron, and I am going to require as you break through another barrier, another con save. I see. Well, I guess you had a bit of a draft behind you, kind of pulling in the violet gas that was behind you. And fortunately, that also seems to have had no effect. As you then bust through that final barrier, sound of glass shattering, and all these colorful gases come whumping into the volume that was empty before. River and Giuseppe, I also now require Constitution saving throws from you. So, Hebron, are you stopping here or continuing to the main octagonal room?
Against poison?
No. Against magic. Technically speaking.
What I'm going to do is attempt to carry on under to the choke point, at which point I will turn with a shut window latch and attempt to seal the area behind me to slow the spread of the gas. With hopefully the party being smart enough to get the fuck out of the room.
Well, yeah, if you see you coming, we're gonna follow you out because clearly you're running from something.
So, Giuseppe, I still need a
What?
con save from you.
Is it spells?
It is not a spell. It is a magical effect.
Damn. I was hoping.
Yeah, I understand, but this is just magic, not a specific spell. It's based on a spell, but it doesn't work. The spell doesn't work this way. All right. Well, River failed. Giuseppe actually passed. It is in fact the deeper you go, the harder it gets. So being out here, the DC is less. So let's see. So River, which gas will you be affected by? Aha.
Oh, when's grab bag?
And which one is Giuseppe affected? Or not affected by? Okay, so Giuseppe. Yeah, you guys both get hit with the indigo gas. As Hebron begins making frantic motions for you to get out of there. And nothing happens to you, Giuseppe. River? You are now restrained. And you guys can clearly see that he is beginning to turn to stone.
Okay. I
Giuseppe
reach
grabbed
over,
the cat.
lay hands on. I reach over, lay hands on River, which can cure him of one condition, right? Which is
disease or poison, I believe. Unless you have something that's more than the normal paladin lay on hands.
Well, in that case, I'll just grab him and run.
Okay. So you grab him, hauling his restrained ass. I assume Hebron's holding the plug open until you guys can all get behind him and into the hallway.
I'm hoping.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that will take some time because River is, you're at half speed doing that. So I will need another set of con saves from all three of you then. Just put that there to differentiate it.
I see my luck has failed me at a dramatic moment.
It has, as
Yet
both
again.
you and Giuseppe fail. River passes this time. So I'll just bulk roll the colors. Let's see. So we are looking at an indigo for Hebron as you freeze up. A blue for River. So River, even though you pass, you only take half damage. It's a bit of that blue gas proves to be very cold, and you take half of that. So that would be 18 points of cold damage. And Mister's number 1, which is green. So you also pass and take half, taking 17 points of poison damage.
I'm resistant to poison. Yay!
Well, then you half it again to 8. What do?
The whole being undead and stuff.
Yeah, that helps, yes. So you're hauling River. Though you notice that as you push River behind into the hallway, Hebron also appears to be stuck and slowly turning to stone.
Can I push his shield into place?
Well, you're on the person side of the shield. If anything, you'd be pulling it into place. But you could certainly try make a strength athletics check. River, what was that?
I don't want to be caught between it and the gas. I want to put it on the other side of me so I can seal it up.
Right. Yeah. Here, let me draw a quick diagram to show you what I mean.
He died, and you're dead.
River, was there something you had?
Should I roll these con saves for my Drake too?
Oh yes, and for your Drake.
Clear.
I forgot about your Drake.
Oh, and I also forgot about the Paladin. Giuseppe.
All right, so those are 2 passes. So nothing happens for the violet. The green, however, does mean your Drake takes half of this, so 14
I cut
points of
out,
poison
but I
damage.
assume that.
Yeah, sorry. So the first one is violet on the 22. That passed. Nothing happens. The 4, I'm sorry, I got them reversed. The 1 is green, the 4 is violet. You passed both saves. So from the green gas, you take 14 points of poison damage. All right. So, Mister, this little diagram is showing like where the shield is, where Heberon is, and where you and
Got
River
you.
are.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So I'll pull it into place then. I'll pull
Okay.
it into
Strength athletics check because Heberon's kind of stuck and he can't let go of it.
I can have the Drake help because I'm only restrained. I can still take action, right?
Correct. So yes, you would have advantage on this then, Giuseppe. All right, that is enough. You grab him and pulling up, dragging both the shield and Heberon back. There's a soft clang as you just kind of seal this archway with this shield. The gas does not seem to seep beyond it, even though you're pretty sure that such a thing wouldn't normally be airtight. River, I need one more con save because there's a lingering effect from the indigo gas.
Giuseppe, your paladin or the +1, right?
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you have pass and a fail. Heberon, con save then, as you, I assume you're continuing to resist turning to stone.
Yes. And there's an action one I want to take.
Okay. All right, well, that's your first of 3 passes needed. What action would you like to take?
All right. I'm gonna get out one of those potions we got from Chrysiopia's sarcophagus.
Okay.
The one that cures like status effects for a level of exhaustion.
Yes. Okay.
I will keep one of those vials myself and pass another to River. That way, if we think we're not going to make it, we can down the potion.
Okay. Well, I assume you would have Giuseppe hand it off because you're actually too far away from River to be able to hand it off without moving, and you can't move.
Oh,
you're both restrained.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, I thought River was closer to me. But yeah, I'll hand it off to Giuseppe if needed.
Sure.
I will use one of my charms of heroism.
Okay.
10 times P4. Whereas under the effect of the bless spell, no concentration required, which adds 1d4 to all attacks and savings.
Indeed. All right. Well, then it would be a new round, and the two of you would need to make your next con saves versus petrification. All right, you've both passed. So you're at, I believe, both of you have 2 successes on this. Is there any actions you guys take?
How many failures do I have?
I believe you just have 1.
All right. I shall attempt to push through then.
Then the next round, another set of con saves. So River passes his third one and is no longer, like, the effect's completely gone. You're no longer restrained or turning to stone. Hebron, however, has failed. And is at 2 and 2.
All right. I'll take the potion.
Okay.
I shall quaff the mummy juice.
Yep, it's made from ground up mummies.
Is that what it was made out of? Because she wasn't ground up at that point.
No, it's not.
But it was Pepto Pink.
It is Pepto Pink. And no, it was more reference to an old ink that they used to make from ground up mummies.
Oh, I thought it was referencing the fact that there were Europeans who fucking ground those mummies up and snorted them.
They did all
Or
sorts of
drank
things to them, but
Or did
the only one
enemas
that
with
actually
them.
did anything useful was you would grind up a mummy and it would make a certain type of brown that became known as mummy brown.
I was gonna say there's a
Huh.
lot of ways they can do something. Most of them are just kill people though.
Most of them are just deeply inappropriate.
Yes. All right. Well, yep, you drink the potion, ending the petrification effect and giving you, Hebron, a level of exhaustion.
Hello, fatigue, my old friend.
Well, hey, at least you're not one of those, like, Baldur's Gate characters that once they're tired just complains about it constantly.
Honestly, Hebron's probably uncertain if it's a side effect of the potion or the fact that he just pulled that shield across the entire room at speed.
Yeah. I mean, you passed the check, so it's not like you had to stop and, or fell over or anything like that.
He's beat the fuck up right now, though. Although, honestly, I probably could have gotten some use out of those potions of resistance I'm lugging around, but I might need this for later. Has Potion of Resistance. Could use it to avoid getting fucked up by trap, but of course, we'll hoard the potions because I'll definitely need it for later, guys.
Right. And you're just going to
You
face
will
tank all the traps.
You will need it later. You're not going to use it later.
Exactly.
You know what happens when you save things for later when you really need them? You wind up finishing the campaign with them still in your inventory.
I mean, I've definitely gotten some use out of potions so far. I have fewer than I started with, at least. All right, but let's head out of the test room.
Okay. Yeah, you head back down the hall to the octagonal chamber. And would you happen to look at that? The plaque above the abjuration door is glowing with this purplish blue light.
You solved another one, Hebron. Hooray.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is an abjuration capacity test that progressively gets harder.
Well, while I put that in there so that you could just brute force it with a fighter, that was a solution.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, I know there's got to be another solution for this, but for the life of me, I I have no idea what it is.
That's okay. That's
Uh,
why I
uh,
put multiple solutions into things like these. You only need to
out of
find one of them.
curiosity, what was the intended solution?
So dispel magic can also dispel the barriers, so you didn't need to worry about the shapes
And flood the room.
and flood the room. Anything that would have prevented gas from flowing into you, like any type of bubble spell, would have also protected
Clever.
you from that effect. Also, you could have just Misty stepped through them. They didn't actually prevent teleportation.
Do any of us even have dispel magic?
I don't know.
No, we don't have a wizard. We do not have a wizard. We have a fighter. We have a rogue.
Ranger and a paladin.
We have a ranger and a paladin. That's what we. No, we have a cleric, a paladin, a rogue, a ranger, and a fighter. That's what we have.
Ruffles is a cleric.
Very
Not here
combat.
very much right now.
Yeah, we have a cleric, and you're a ranger. I'm a paladin, and Gilbert's a fighter. So yes, we are very combat heavy.
Well, not even combat heavy. It's just we're not equipped to solve a wizard puzzle the way a wizard would solve it.
Yes.
So then,
most of our
was the
solutions
shield
are
just a way to get back,
smash.
or was the shield part of the puzzle,
So
or was this literally run and touch the far wall and come back?
it was literally run and touch the shield and come back was all that you had to do. The shield also breaks the barriers, again, because I understood that it is entirely possible that a all martial party could encounter this, and therefore there needs to be a martial solution. In the event you had both martial and magical capabilities, such that you could have not flooded the room with gas, then you would have been able to keep that shield, and it would have probably been pretty useful to you.
I
The
do have the
200-pound
spell.
shield.
Yes. Or not.
Do have
I
the
don't
wall
know.
spell. Go
Point
back and get it.
is you used it to block off the gas so that the whole floor doesn't get flooded with abjuration, juice. So I guess that's also a good use of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because let's be honest, that abjuration spell probably the scariest of all the magic. Fucking wizards and their chemical weapons. And once again, Hebron has passed an Arcana check by just being like, I wonder what that one family member of mine was rambling about. All right. Well, fuck. I guess if we're doing one of these a day, session's over.
Yeah, taking the fighter approach was pretty quick. You guys have time for another one.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, let's take a bit of a rest though. I am actually pretty fucked up.
Are you guys gonna wait there, or are you?
What,
Yes,
mister?
you adjourned your paycheck.
Mister, I'm not catching what you're saying. What's up?
Oh, I said you've earned your paycheck. Take a rest.
All right. Well, you guys wait around that central chamber for an hour. Nothing happens, and you guys successfully complete a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
All
The
right.
remaining unlit doors are enchantment, divination, evocation, and conjuration.
Divination's gonna be creepy. It's gonna be all about mental shit. Let's do that one. Talking to gods and shit. Divining the future.
All right. Yeah, into divination. Wait, which one's next? Enchantment?
So the one due west is enchantment. The one to the southwest is divination. You don't, you
All right.
have been
Right
doing them in
into
order.
enchantment we go.
Okay.
Nope, we're doing them in order. All right.
I tried, Mister. I'm sorry that he's insisting upon going down the enchantment route.
That's all right. That's fine. Enchantment's fine. We'll get some cool stuff.
We'll
Enchantment's
see
usually
what they're
about
going to pull on
buffing
us.
shit.
Okay.
Usually about buffing shit.
What, enchantment? No, it's not.
Charms and shit.
Yeah. It's all charming
Yeah.
effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Literally the worst wizard school, too. Which is sad.
That far.
All right. Well,
Yeah, somehow even magic weapon is transmutation, not enchant.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you're changing a sword into a magic sword, not enchanting magic into it, I guess.
all right. So you open the door, revealing a 5-foot wide hallway that goes west 15 feet to an open archway, which looks like it opens up to a room. 15 feet across which you can see another archway to another room. 15 feet to another archway of another room, finally to a wall. So this is what you see when you open the door.
Oh no.
What? Are you worried about something, mister?
I'm always worried about something.
Okay, but like what?
I don't know. Well, go ahead there, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, I'm kind of worried because I mean, look, as shit as enchantment is, enchantment does have 3 things that I fear. You know what those are, mister?
What's that?
Power word kill, power word stun, and feeble mind.
Those are all.
Those are all
those are all mental
enchantment.
stats, too. Yeah, most enchantment spells mental stats. I am not good at mental stats. None of us are good at mental stats.
Bro, you're a paladin. Fuck you on about?
Hebron, do you want me to tie a rope around you so that I can pull you back if you do get stunned?
Yes.
Alright. I will tie a rope around Hebron. And I will even be so kind as to hold the other end for him.
Okay. So your marching order is Hebron, River, then Giuseppe as you go down this hallway?
No. It's Hebron, River, and Giuseppe are holding the far end of the rope, so they can pull me back.
Ah, so they're still
We'll
staying
stay
in the octagon. room. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I'm not heading just yet.
all right. What you doing then?
Don't get too excited to kill me. I'm gonna make you wait a minute. All right. I'm taking a moment to look through um my inventory. Oh, right, big book bundle. No, I won't do anything. All right. So, rope attached to them. Uh, hmm. Any spell I can put on myself?
Spell immunity, spell school enchantment.
Dude, I wish.
Right?
Or the real dick move in Baldur's Gate. Spell immunity abjuration. Now you can't breach my defenses, fucking nerd. I feel like there was an order of the stick bit on that. Just the guy keep trying to cast magic on the other dude's like, nope, got the immunity. Fuck you.
It was counterspell.
There's counterspell, but I could have sworn there was another one from a recent bit. I have to find it. But yeah, there's definitely the counterspell bit. I mean, wait. Yeah, fuck it. I've got another charm of heroism to spend. Because that is a. Wait, does that put bless on me, or is that its own separate effect?
Let me double check.
Because it's based on the potion of heroism.
So it gives you the benefit of a potion of heroism. Drinking a potion of heroism would be redundant, but it is not bless. Well, okay, I guess it is because then potion of heroism.
Yeah,
is effect of the
yeah.
bless
I just pulled it up. Yeah, because it says you were under the effect of the bless spell.
Right. So yes, it is bless.
Yeah. Fucking 2 transitions on that, but it is in fact if A equals B and B equals C, C equals A.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So we're just gonna cast bless on myself.
Okay.
Or rather, do one of you have protection from good and evil?
I believe that is a spell on my spell sheet. Let me look.
I also.
Yes, I do have that spell. I will cast it on you.
Thank you.
Lasts
Thank
for
you.
10 minutes.
All right.
Good.
I'll put bless on
not a
myself.
ranger's.
And do you have any buff you can give me?
Besides protection from good and evil, bless. I know bless, but it's redundant.
I can give you gaseous form.
I could give you aid. Lasts for 8 hours. All 3 of us. We get 5 plus. Uh,
I think gaseous before might be useful in a different room. I'm probably good for now. This should be enough. Yeah, bless on myself, protection from good and evil on me from Giuseppe, and I'm gonna walk in.
All right. With the rope tied
How
to
will
you?
this dungeon Yep. How will this dungeon attempt to enchant and ensnare me? Or dare I say even attempt to seduce me?
Indeed. You walk forward into the room, which is an empty 15 by 15 room. Another archway visible to the south. And as you pass through that first archway into this 15 by 15 room, I do need a wisdom saving throw versus charm.
Bum bum ba dum ba bum ba da ba da dum. I don't suppose it's by any kind of creature.
It is not.
Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, I was double checking that too. Like, is this absolute
Um,
immunity or just immunity from them charming you? And it's from them charming you.
would the Mage Slayer part assist me?
It would not. There was no spell cast within your melee. This room appears to be empty.
Have to ask. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save versus charm. That fails. Is there anything you're going to do to that?
There's nothing I can do to that.
Oh, I thought Indomitable was a short rest resource.
What? No, that would be like, too sensible.
Ah,
Just
okay.
Yeah, no. Fuck marshals. They don't get to reroll.
Well, then in that case, we're rolling initiative.
Oh boy, dominate person, isn't it?
No.
Oh my god. There's 3 fiends wearing your friends' faces.
All right, River. So you're standing in the octagonal room. You see Hebron walk through that archway. And you see this, as if appearing via magic, a crown kind of set upon his head of twisted iron and spikes.
That is not good. I'm going to have my Drake head out so that it'll intercept Hebron in the hallway and hold an action to just tackle him and grab his leg so he can't pass.
Do you know
Okay.
Revivify?
I do.
You know Revivify? Okay.
Don't think we need to kill him.
I mean, I'm waiting on the argument. If he comes at me, I'm gonna drop him like a bad habit.
I suppose, Mister, the real question is, do you ever intend to cede moral ground to Gilbert? If you kill me, you justify my homicide of Bill Mop so many years ago. Which will you choose? Will you
brother,
justify
that is the-
Gilbert's team killing ways?
But seriously, Giuseppe, it's your turn. What do you do?
I am going to hold an action to see what he does. If he comes at me aggressive, I will attack.
Okay, so if he gets into melee with you, you'll attack.
Yes.
All right. Hebron, on your turn, you are required to turn and use your action to attack the Drake behind you. How many attacks do you have?
I have 3.
Then please make 3 attacks against the Drake.
All right. Which sword should I use?
Whichever one you think would be most effective.
What color is the Drake?
I always forget which metallic dragon it's acid. Wrong.
Okay. So then, that means that the dragon is probably not resistant to fire damage. So Hebron will draw the blade of Frostnisi. Wait, hold on. When you say that I have to attack, are we talking best effort?
No.
Or are we talking like autonomous half brain?
Half brain. I've taken
Half
control of
brain.
you. But
Okay.
you are not like on team DM at the moment. You're just
Copy.
you're a flesh golem, in other words.
All right. Yeah, probably use Frostnisi blade.
Oh, copper, not bronze. 14 misses.
So 21 points slashing to the Drake. Is the Drake still there?
The Drake is still there. That's not even bloodied.
Okay, well, Hebron, at the end of your turn, you do get another wisdom save. Okay, yeah, and at the end of your turn, the crown dissipates and your mind returns to your own. River, are you
Then
going to order the Drake to attack anyway?
Drake's just gonna like bite him around his knee and hold him down.
So the Drake's attempting to grapple.
Yeah.
All right, well, as the Drake passes through the archway, the Drake needs to make a wisdom save versus charm.
Boy.
Oh, wait, nope, sorry, stop. This is restricted to humanoids, my bad.
Drake will have the best wisdom save just
I
because
said
it's
stop.
proficient.
I said it only affects humanoids. I missed that at first. So your Drake's fine.
Yeah, it's just funny that the one creature in our party that the spell won't affect probably also has the best chance, even if it did affect him.
All right, well, unless you guys are going to continue to beat on Hebron, you are safely out of initiative at this point. Or if Hebron continues to decide attacking.
No. Goddamn fucking wizards. Fading my mental privacy.
I mean, at least I have the decency to wait till the corpse is dead.
All right. Might I suggest you all stand a little further back, though? We got plenty of rope to feed out, though.
How far back do you want? I alone have 200 feet of rope on this spool. Now, whatever we have in the parties.
Let's go with at the door. Just stand outside the testing chamber with the rope.
What, on the far side of the octagon room?
Just outside the front door, like just outside the test.
Isn't that where we already are? I sent the Drake up to intercept you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just completely have everyone outside the octagon room, or outside the testing room. That way, there's no one else in the test. Yeah, so there's no one else to get charmed or be turned against. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah, but Seppi and I are already out there in the octagon.
Right. That's why it targeted the Drake. So keep the Drake out there. So no one's in the test except me.
All right, so just pull the Drake cut back, I guess.
Yep. Then we should be good. All right. I'm gonna walk back into that room.
Well, you never left it.
Oh, I'm gonna keep walking westward.
Okay. Yeah, and as you look about this room, you can see that there are a couple more archways, and it looks like they lead also to empty 15 by 15 rooms with archways.
All right. Is there anything noteworthy about the rooms, or just empty rooms?
These appear to just be empty rooms.
Okay. Anything happen in this room?
You're still in the first room.
Oh, I walk into the next room.
Which one, west or south?
West.
All right, yeah, you walk through the archway to the west. I need the wisdom save versus charm. You resist the effect upon your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next room.
Yeah, hang on. Let me update the map for you.
Of course.
Because this time, as you approach the western archway, you can see that the other room is in fact larger and has two closed wooden doors to go west.
All right. Now walk into the next room.
Okay, you know the wisdom save versus charm. As you again resist the mental effect.
All right. What do I see?
So this room is larger, 30 feet by 15, and has two closed wooden doors on the western wall, one at the north, one at the south.
All right. I open the western door that's in a straight line for me in the party.
Okay, yeah, just for reference, here's the pattern you saw.
Alrighty.
Very nice.
Why is that wall thicker? Oh wait, no, that's because that's a wall, not a door. Never mind.
So are you open? Sorry, did you say you were opening the door?
Yes.
Okay, so it reveals a 5-foot wide hallway going down an incline 20 feet. That is 20 feet forward, about 10 feet down, to an archway that looks like it opens up into a room. An angled wall visible 10 feet beyond the archway.
Everyone's gonna shout that back to the party. Letting them know what's there. You said this is angled down?
It is.
Okay. I have a funny strategy. So I'm going to send wheeling down the incline a polished steel mirror.
Okay.
All right. Am I able to do so?
I would say give me an acrobatics check to see if you can actually get it to wheel down the whole ramp and it doesn't fall over and lay flat halfway down. Yeah, so you get it going nice and like steady right down the middle of this ramp, wheels all the way down, gets to the bottom, goes through the archway. On the far side of the archway, you see it wobble a bit as you hear a click sound before it rolls off, hits the wall, and falls over flat. Oops. Well, flat with the mirror side face down. I only wanted a D2, but it gave
Fuck.
me a 1 anyway.
All right. All right. I'll shout back to the party that there's some kind of pressure plates. And that if I go slack for too long, they should do an experimental tug to try to get me back. All right. And I'll walk down.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. When the click happened, the room down there became brightly lit.
I see. Like, how brightly?
Like campfire bright.
Any particular color?
Uh, neutralish yellow. Flame color, in other words.
All right. I'll head down that way, stopping before I get to the click.
Okay.
How far? How much can I see into the room?
I mean, are you willing to lean your head through the archway as long as you don't step forward onto the pressure plate?
No. I pull out my second steel mirror though. Always have spares.
All right, yeah, using the mirror, you can basically view the whole room. And so you can see that this room is also 30 feet wide, though the back wall is angled. And the angles come to a altar, upon which you can see a gigantic steaming chalice set upon the wooden altar. The chalice seems to be emitting light, which is lighting up the room. Two large statues of knights stand against the eastern wall, vigil over the sepulchre. So here's what you're able to see with the mirror.
All right. Hebron's going to communicate this info back to the party, just shouting across the room and walking back up. He's got thaumaturgy.
Hey, you guys.
Any ideas? River? Giuseppe?
Poke it with a stick, see what happens. I can send my Drake up with
Yeah.
the stick if you want.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, actually do that.
All right. I will take my Drake's backpack off, give him a 10-foot pole, and just have him follow Hebron's harness and start poking things in that room with a stick.
So you're having the Drake take the 10-foot pole to Hebron? Or
I'm having the
something else?
Drake
Sorry.
take the 10-foot pole and poke stuff instead of Hebron. But I can't see the room to give precise orders, so it's going to keep poking things with the stick.
Okay. Well, Hebron, so you're standing on the ramp. The Drake comes up behind you. This 10-foot pole just in its mouth, like straw-wise. And, it kind of looks at you and as if telling you to indicate where to poke.
Okay, Hebron's gonna point to the first pressure plate.
Okay. The Drake taps it. There's a click. The light goes out. The chalice is still there, but it's no longer emitting light, and the room is dark.
Well, you
Hmm.
found the light switch.
I would tell it to poke the next space beyond the pressure plate.
All right, so it walks up to the archway to reach over the pressure plate, taps on the ground after it. There is no clicking sound, just the whacking of the stick on the ground.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, head on in.
Okay, do you step on the pressure plate?
Not me, the Drake.
Ah. Okay, the Drake steps onto the pressure plate. Click. The chalice lights up, casting the room in bright light. The
Hmm.
Drake is now in the room.
Poke the statues?
Clang, clang, clang. And they sound like they're larger than for humans, but they appear to just be empty suits of armor. Though they're fairly well put together, as the Drake beating on them with this 10-foot pole, they don't shift at all.
Hmm. Poke the chalice?
Okay. So the Drake goes over, pokes the chalice, which immediately just tips over. And several things happen at that point. First off, you hear a clicking sound, as if there was a pressure plate under the chalice. Second, the door behind you at the top of the ramp, Gilbert, slams shut. And the statues begin to move. Now we are in initiative. The lit chalice is on the ground.
Well, I imagine they'd feel the rope get really tight for a second as it's pinned to the ground.
The rope gets cut by the door.
So it goes limp. All right, guys. It's gone limp.
Yes, the rope would go
Oh,
limp.
good. Hebron's coming back.
Fuck you.
So, what are we gonna do here?
I don't know, mister. What are you going to do here?
Yeah, the rope's gone limp. What do? You're in the octagonal room. Way far away.
Hold up. I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
All right, River.
How far is it to the closed door?
Well, you don't have line of sight on it because you guys said you were at the back of the octagonal room opposite the enchantment door. Yes?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
yes,
from
yes,
that
yes.
door, you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet from that door. From that door, you know you had to spool out 60 feet to get to the wooden door. You don't have line of sight, so you also know it's not a straight shot.
Um,
Here,
I will set the rope down and just run alongside it.
yeah, just a quick reference. Here's the battle map.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to run alongside the rope. I'll
Okay.
use a bonus action to dash, which will give me a 110-foot speed.
Okay. So you run the 30 feet to the open enchantment door. No problem. Run 15 feet down that hallway and into the first 15 by 15 room. Yeah. Just making sure I've got.
Yep.
Okay. As you pass through the archway into that 15 by 15 room, I need a wisdom save versus charm. You failed and are charmed. Fortunately, there is nothing to do, so you end up just stopping and standing there, and your turn ends. At the end of your turn, you get another wisdom save. You are still charmed.
All right.
Hebron. So you're at the archway at the bottom of the ramp, not yet in the room. The Drake is in the room, having knocked the chalice over. The statues are moving.
They look like moving suits of armor.
Yes.
Iron
Yes, they
golems?
do.
Hmm. Golly.
Oh, and the wooden door behind you at the top of the ramp is still closed.
But it closed with enough force to cut the rope?
Yeah, it got trapped in the door jamb, and it closed well enough to just slice the rope at that point.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they're probably immune to any kind of bullshit happening down there in the dungeon.
How attached are you to Hebron?
I am. You should like actually participate. I'm gonna head back up to the door.
Okay. Yeah, you walk the. Sorry, I just forgot what I said. It is 20 feet up to the door. Just soft enough that you're not using climbing speed or anything. It's just a ramp, so 20 feet of movement to get to the door.
All right. We will test the adamantine blade against it.
All right. Make an attack roll. Because I think you're trying to hack the door down.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, as you just start slicing through this wooden door, opening up gaps so that you can see through into the room to the east. You think another, good hacking like that will probably cause the door to break.
I forgot about bless, but that's not one.
Okay, well, that is ineffective. That is effective. Roll damage. All right. Well, the door is on its last legs. Sorry, it had 25 hit points at the start.
Ooh.
Shield bash.
Okay.
Hold on.
the-
Yes.
The Drake doesn't need my input to use its reaction for
Does it need line of
extra
sight?
acid. It would need line of sight to Hebron.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
went back up the ramp, and your Drake is basically in the middle of the room. That's down there. No line of sight. But yeah, Hebron, you kind of attempt
Another
to shield bash.
creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see.
Yeah, it can't see him. There's a wall in the way.
Yeah.
So Hebron would be a strength athletics check to bash the door down with your shield. Yeah, that is enough. The door creaks, cracks, and splinters as little bits of door paneling fall to the ground. The door is open and in pieces,
Yeah.
never to be closed again.
Yeah, we're gonna step out.
Okay. Yep. So you 10 feet more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I assume you're heading for the exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you step into the center room. Through the two archways to the east, you can see River, having just gone through that first archway and kind of standing there looking at you. A twisted crown of jagged iron on his head and madness in his eyes.
Okay. This leaves only one solution. I turn my back on River, exposing the target, the specifically friendly fire target. I am now invulnerable. He can't hit the side of me if he's not on my team. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, here's a little more complete picture of the enchantment area. All right. These guys. Well, they are going to step off their plinth and deal with the intruding Drake first. Does a 17 hit the Drake?
No.
How about a 20?
Yes.
All right, so the Drake takes 19 points of magical slashing damage. How's it looking?
That bloodies, but does not quite kill it.
All right, then the second statue attacks.
That'll hit.
Dealing an additional
Modifier alone will kill
24
it.
points. Okay. So it slays it. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Giuseppe?
See?
Can I see the monster yet?
No. You're nowhere
Anything besides River stunned? Okay, I'm gonna start moving forward.
close. Okay. So it would be 30 feet to get to the other side of the octagonal room,
Okay.
where you're then looking down, like on that image I posted up. On the right hand side, that's the entrance to the octagonal room, so you'd be at that wooden doorway, looking 15 feet down this 5-foot wide hall at River with his jagged metal crown and madness in his eyes.
All right, that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get close enough to him to do anything. 'Cause, yeah, I've seen what happened with the jagged crown on Hebron.
Okay.
You know what? No. I'll move into the room. Fuck it.
So you're gonna dash?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash in there trying to get to River and Hebron.
Okay. Well, as you step into the room, past that first archway, I will need a wisdom saving throw versus charm. This is against a spell, if it matters.
All right. What is it? A wisdom save?
A wisdom save against charm. This is a spell effect. So
Yeah,
it is a spell being cast on.
I have resistance to that.
Ah. Well, it doesn't do damage, so unfortunately that doesn't help that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I have resistance to spells, but that doesn't help me. So, wisdom save.
Aye. Well, you fail and are charmed.
Oh no.
As a twisted crown of jagged iron appears in your head, and madness gleams in your eye. Do you still have your action?
Mystery, you're
No, I dashed.
Oh.
No, I do not. Yes, I do, because I have a bonus action dash. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's dumb, man.
Then you are required to attack River in melee, as he is right there. This is the spell puppeting you, so you don't have to like smite or anything, but you do have to like grab your weapon and attack him. So make an attack roll against River.
Does it matter which weapon?
What's like the most damaging looking weapon you have on you? Like if you have a dagger and a sword at your belt, it would tell you to go for the sword.
Okay, because I have a dagger and a short sword.
Yeah, use a short sword.
Okay.
Is this the short sword?
Yes, this is the short sword. If you
That's
die, I am
unfortunate.
fucked.
So I'm not advocating for this, but it would be almost a little funny if like River gets chunky salsa and then Giuseppe gets hit by like the void and gets
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah. That would be
I know,
funny.
Fuck, that would be insane.
16 misses.
Okay.
Good.
You only have the one
should,
attack, right?
Should I start?
Oh no, I have to.
Should I start swallowing rocks for when Giuseppe cuts my head off, so I can at least dent his blade?
So the 21 hit River.
21 is my armor class.
All right. So Giuseppe, again, this is like the spell puppeting you, so you don't have to pump smites into it. This is not dominate person. I don't have complete control over you. It's more like I'm taking control of your body.
So 10 points. 10 points of slashing damage. Magical slash. No, magical piercing damage. I'm sorry, not slashing. Piercing.
All right. Okay. Then your turn would end, Giuseppe, but at the end of your turn, you get another wisdom save against the charm spell. That won't do it. All right, River, your turn. You must also draw your whatever melee weapon you have, like which best one you got, and stab Giuseppe.
My short.
And I don't think those will hit Giuseppe.
Mm.
And then at the end of your turn, because that's all you need to do on your turn,
No.
you get a wisdom save versus charm. That succeeds. The crown evaporates, and you are no longer charmed. Though again, this is at the end of your turn, so your turn's over. Hebron, you saw all of this happen, including the crown evaporating off River. What do?
All right. So who is still crowned?
Giuseppe.
Distance?
That would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet through 2 archways.
Yeah, risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, well, you move through the first archway. Give me a wisdom save versus charm. Pass. And then you move through the second archway. Another wisdom save versus charm. Pass. Barely.
All right.
So you are
Wow.
now in melee. You could be in melee with just Giuseppe, just River, or both of them, depending on where you want to be. You have enough movement to get to either of those 3 positions.
I'm gonna get up to Giuseppe.
Okay, so you're only in melee with Giuseppe.
Yep. I'm gonna start by shield bashing his ass to the ground.
Okay. So I believe this is a contested athletics. So Giuseppe, please make your athletics roll. Well, then unless Giuseppe's immune to it, he falls prone.
All right, his ass is prone. Now River can get out of here. I'm gonna pull that magic sword out of his hands before we get ourselves hurt.
Okay, I believe disarm is contested attack rolls or something like that.
It's like my attack roll versus his something check, I think.
Yeah, I'm just double checking what the checks are. Give me a second.
Knock an item from the grasp. Attack roll versus opponent's athletics or acrobatics.
All right, so Mister, what's better for you, athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
All right, well, another contested athletics. Well, your athletics versus Gilbert's attack roll.
Ooh, and I have advantage because he's prone.
Yes, you do, which is good because of how well he rolled. Also, disarm takes on the place of 1 attack. Oh, yeah, you just back the short sword
Holy
down.
shit.
It is out of his hand.
Seriously?
Nice job.
Mister, look at this. Nat 20 countered by a nat 20.
Yeah, remember, Mister, this was a
Yeah.
disarm roll. All he did was basically bat your short sword out of your hand. He did not do any damage to you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And now you can
After
execute.
he knocked me down, yeah. Now
Wait,
he
what?
knocked
Hebron.
me down.
Except Hebron had a vorpal sword, so now your sword is decapitated.
It just cuts the pommel off.
You know, I remember I had a Vorpal sword and I was going to have to amputate my own arm. And I'm about to make the attack roll. Underdark just like confirms that which weapon I was using for a second. I stopped. I used the regular sword. All right. Giuseppe's been disarmed. I'm going to pick up that sword then.
Okay, yep, I am interaction. You pick up the
That's
sword.
my sword.
You're currently charmed.
That's mine.
You can have it back when you're not charmed. Hurry up and pass your save. Let's see.
Anything else in your turn?
So it's prone, disarmed. Yeah. Now that I've collected the sword, we don't want him like hurting himself with. That's all I can do right now. because I don't want to actually hurt him.
Okay. Things happen. Giuseppe, it is your turn. You're prone on the ground. Nothing's restraining you. So the spell, I will just puppet your body. You will stand up, and since River is there, you will use your next best weapon, since the short sword is unavailable, to stab River.
All right. All right. All right.
Does a 23 hit River?
23 hit.
All right, well, roll damage. All right.
10 points of magical piercing damage as I stab him with my other dagger. And I'll be right back. I have to go get something out of the oven.
Okay. Well, we can wait, because you still have to make your save at the end of your turn. And that might change what River and Hebron do on theirs.
Honestly, at this point, I just love the counter net 20s.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You also rolled a 4 on the bless. Like, that was an absolute maxed out attack roll.
A disarming attack so perfect, Hebron's going to feel nothing but disappointment for a while.
Yeah, well. It's not every day that you go solo into a party level encounter, and then the party gets charmed on the way in to back you up.
Yeah. We'll see how this pans out. So, how about those initiative rolls?
Yeah, how about them?
All right, I'm sorry, B. I'm back. I'm back.
All
Oh,
right.
you're all good.
Well, at the end of your turn, you do need to make another wisdom save to try to not be charmed.
Which, of course, Giuseppe will pass, because Giuseppe is not a bitch. And I don't know, power of friendship or some shit like that.
Wisdom, right?
Yep. Hey, at the end of your turn, the crown evaporates. You are no longer charmed.
Power of friendship.
Unless you guys decide to keep fighting, I think we can say we're out of initiative. As you
Can I
three.
have my sword back, please?
I do actually intend to fight whatever hand I disarmed his sword from. I'm gonna try to hit it with the pommel of the sword I took.
Why?
One might even call giving him the sword back.
Oh.
Yeah, you understand this 15 by 15 room. Archway to the east leads to the octagonal room. Archways to the west lead towards the chalice, and an archway to the south leads to another 15 by 15 room.
I mean, we knocked over the chalice. I think that might have been the test.
Well, Giuseppe would know, since he was the last one to leave the octagonal room, that the light was not glowing.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's because I haven't gotten out of the test yet.
Did you
Hebron.
knock it down? Did the Drake knock it down? Drake has to leave the room.
Oh. Yeah. All right, guys. Link arms. Let's walk through this next room together.
So you're going to the
We're off
west?
to see the golems. The Drake. Yeah, we're going west.
Okay. Well, then, as you go through that archway and turn, 'cause it's a 5-foot wide archway, I will need wisdom saves from you guys. Versus charm.
Yeah, yeah.
We walk in arm in arm, draw weapons, and stand off.
Well, we can. Do you guys want to use the same initiative to save the rolls, or do you want to roll initiative? Either way, you're
Fuck it,
attacking
why
each other.
not?
How many of us failed?
All three of you
How
failed.
many of
Roll
us failed?
initiative.
All of us?
All three of you failed. Roll initiative as you transition to the next room and begin attacking each other.
Alright, so everyone take 3 paces and stab the person to your left.
All right, River. What do? Or actually, no. Wait, I'm controlling you. Never mind. Yeah, you stab Hebron.
Fuck you.
I think a 29 hits you.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Alright.
should have had him stab me. I stab Hebron, and Hebron stabs him.
Oh, I want Hebron to stab you, Giuseppe. I don't want to get hit by Hebron.
Hebron doesn't want to hit
Besides-
River. That's animal abuse.
All right. Well, Hebron, you take 11 points of piercing damage from River stabbing you.
You want to beat that pussy.
At the end of your turn, River, you get a wisdom save versus charm.
For what it's worth, it is non-magical. I'm assuming without the Paladin aura, because the Paladin's probably going to be stabbing me.
Actually, he would still be having the Paladin aura. Remember, I've taken control of Giuseppe's body. Giuseppe is still like himself. He would still consider you an ally.
I don't think it's going to save a total of 6.
It won't. It won't. But because I was thinking about it, because the spell is a lower level spell than Dominate Person, so it doesn't do things like that. It's just me puppeting people's bodies. What's the 13, Hebron?
Bless.
Okay. So say I also don't get reaction, so you're not reposting him. All right. Yep. So you're still charmed, River.
Hebron just like compulsively cannot not riposte a miss.
All right, Giuseppe, take your short sword and stab River.
Hang on, I'm checking. Making sure I got this all right.
Does an 18 hit River?
Nope.
Okay. Just the one attack, right, Giuseppe? Oh,
Well, I'm gonna have to roll a 10 to that, but
doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
hit River. You crit River.
okay.
All right, well, 13 piercing to River. And then at the end of your turn, Giuseppe, you get a wisdom save versus charm. Aha. Let's see how this is going to go.
Yes, we are gonna kill each other.
All right, well, Hebron, stab Giuseppe, please. Big honking adamantine, whatever the fuck. Yeah, that fails. But I believe
I'm
you.
just making one attack, right?
Well, I basically get like all your actions, so I get to use all your attacks. Well, it looks like you failed to hit him for any of them. Then at the end of your turn, you get a wisdom save versus charm.
Hebron really doesn't want to do team killing right now.
Yeah, I don't blame him. The crown.
Apparently.
The crown evaporates. Hebron is no longer charmed. River. Stab Hebron, please. Thank you. Now please roll damage.
It doesn't seem like the feeling is mutual.
Hebron will remember this.
All right. It's 2 attacks with non-magical weapons, so remember your great weapon mastery for 6 of that.
Oh, yeah, I had great weapon mastered my
Or
sheet.
not. Great armor, heavy armor, blah, blah, blah.
Heavy armor master.
Yes. The one that gives you the damage soak.
So I don't
Ham.
get great weapon master?
No, you don't get great weapon mastery. That was a mistake on my part. All right, River. Hebron. Concentration saves on Bless. And then River, Wisdom save versus your charm.
Yeah, I think
As your crown evaporates, you are also no longer charmed.
Hey, why is my sword
These nat
red?
20s.
All right, Giuseppe, stab River. Does a 19 hit River?
Miss.
Excellent. And then Giuseppe, at the end of your turn, Wisdom save versus charm. You are still charmed.
I'm a little offended that like the two of us just naturally want to get out of this, and he just seems to be struggling with the idea of not harming his teammates.
All right, Hebron, what do?
I'm taking that fucking sword again. Start by knocking his ass prone.
All right, I believe that's contested athletics to knock him prone.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
This would be what we use all our nat 20s on.
Right. And,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
what are we doing here?
apparently, like, I don't know how to
Full
term it.
contact sparring.
This is like some straight up, like, wrestling, shit. Like, you guys are like kicking off the wall, like coming at each other with clotheslines and like, and Giuseppe ends up on the ground.
Just fucking Nesset's like in his watch and is going, God damn, I'm glad that's not me.
He's got a bowl of
All
popcorn.
right.
Just
All
right.
See that guy.
means you realize these spells ain't
Here.
gonna hold us forever.
Here comes the attack roll to disarm Giuseppe again.
All right. Well, Giuseppe, you need to roll a strength athletics again. You keep a hold of your sword.
As I swing my blade at him again.
All right. Another athletics check, Giuseppe. All right. The sword is beaten out of your grip.
Item interaction, take the sword.
Yep. You pick up the short sword.
Realize
And with my
pull a
final
dagger and
blow,
keep stabbing.
I take my sword and I plunge it down at his knife.
What?
I plunge my sword down on the knife. I'm taking the knife too.
Did you already make 3
I don't know.
attacks? 2 attacks and the shield bash?
I'm 3 attacks.
3 attacks
I
and
get a shield bash as a bonus action, and then I get 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I got you now. All right. Then, yeah, another contested athletics.
I'm taking your knife too.
Technically, you're just knocking the knife to the ground.
I don't know.
If Giuseppe fails the athletics, he could pass it.
We're going for maximum
Yeah,
cinematicness here.
Right.
You strip the dagger off his belt, falls to the ground. Anything else, Hebron?
That's all I can do.
All right,
Like an
River.
episode of. This is like an episode of fucking Three Stooges. Realize I have another
Alright.
dagger, right? I'm just gonna.
I'll
pull my
disarm you
other
with those
dagger.
too.
I have 2 magic daggers, a magic sword, a whip, and a bow.
I will go ahead and expedite the process and grab Giuseppe and just push him through the next archway
I'm laying
because
down.
spells don't stack.
I'm laying down.
He is, but
Yeah.
it's still a contested grapple. So it's River's athletics versus Giuseppe's athletics or acrobatics. You grab him.
And then football, was it that sled thing, just pushing him through the next archway
So
up to
grapples are interesting. You can pull him along with your movement speed, but shoving him forward away from you, unless you want to go with him, is a different attack. So you'd have to go with him if you're shoving him. Oh, I suppose you could just
Yes.
stay on the other side. Yeah. Okay.
I am just moving him and following him
Okay.
through
Well,
the
that makes
archway.
it easy. So yeah, you drag him through the archway. He's normal. You then have to make a wisdom save versus charm. You fail and are charmed again. Fortunately, you've already used your action to grapple him. So your turn ends.
Yeah.
And you get a wisdom save to end the charm spell.
Oh wait, I still have the paladin. Why do I have it in my head that I don't? Would a 21 have succeeded?
It would not have.
Right. I don't
Neither
think a
does a
9
9.
will.
Oh no, he's made it worse.
Indeed. So, Giuseppe. Well, you'll stand up, and if you've got backup daggers and weapons, you're stabbing River. She's right in front of you. Oh, wait, no, you're grappled still. You can't stand up. So that would be a disadvantage, actually. My bad. Just make your another attack roll. A 26, I think, hits River.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, this test started off like real practical and is ending real goofy.
All right, 2 hits against River, I think.
Yep.
.21 points of magical piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then Giuseppe, at the end of your turn, you get a Wisdom save versus
That's all
Charm.
I can.
You are still charmed. Hebron, you're alone in the other 15 by 15 room. Giuseppe's dagger on the ground in front of you.
All right, and they're both charmed again.
Yep, and they're through into the large room to the west with the broken door.
Fighting on the ground.
Front's just gonna exhale, tilt up his faceplate, take a few breathers. He's just gonna have to let them go at it.
Okay, do you do anything with the dagger on the ground, or just leaving it there?
Oh, I mean, I've got a short sword. I'm taking his dagger too.
Okay. So you're doing nothing on your turn.
Correct.
Okay, River.
Although,
Giuseppe is prone on the ground, and you have him grappled right where you want him. Kill him. Stab, stab, stab. With advantage.
Oh,
Well, I believe that's a hit and a crit
Yes.
against Giuseppe.
Yes, 2 hits would be a crit. Yes.
.24. I'm better at this.
You are. I can't use any of my abilities. You wouldn't be if I, one smite,
well, remember, we don't want to use our abilities. Our bodies are being puppeted, not our minds.
Yeah, I know.
All right. River, then at the end of your
I'm
turn, you get a
resisting.
Wisdom save versus Charm.
I'm resisting Gilbert.
Yeah, you suppose you could just willingly
It's
do
tr-
it.
It's hard, but I'm resisting.
Yep.
Yeah.
River, you're still charmed. Giuseppe, you're still on the ground. Still trying to stab him at disadvantage.
All right.
Just keep rolling like you did last turn, and this will be fine.
I missed this time.
Yeah, it looks like you missed. And then at the end of your turn, you get a Wisdom save versus Charm. That succeeds. Your crown evaporates. You are no longer charmed.
All right.
You are still
I'm
grappled
still
and prone
pain.
by the charmed river above you, but
Well, that's all right. I'll figure something out.
all right, Hebron. So you saw the crown on Giuseppe evaporate. River still has his.
All right. I'm gonna walk up and try to grapple.
Okay. Well, as you walk through the archway, I do need a Wisdom save versus Charm.
River.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, we just have to hope we can fail forward.
So yeah, Wisdom save versus Charm. As you walk
alright.
through the archway to him.
Slight typo there.
It's a bit of a typo. Why don't you try again? The dice gods have turned against you. You are charmed. Now Giuseppe is right
I'm gonna
there.
let you two idiots fight.
Now Giuseppe is not charmed, and he's on the ground. He's right there. Hebron, please use your attacks to attack Giuseppe on the ground.
Now, these attacks would be in the manner that Hebron would feel most appropriate for attacking Giuseppe while he's on the ground like this.
No, again, remember, it's not mental control. I'm just puppeting your body. So while it's at advantage, you're not actually like, turning on the flaming sword and banishing the undead. Just attacks with advantage.
Right. It's brought out thinking, would Hebron stab Giuseppe in this situation or just kick him repeatedly in the side?
He would stab him.
Oh,
Yeah.
stab it. Stab it.
I believe those all hit
hit.
Giuseppe. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Wait, is he classified as an undead?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's mostly flavor and how his backstory works, but for mechanics purposes, he's not an undead. That would break all sorts of things.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair. Also, because the sword hates the undead.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like it hates Giuseppe too.
The
And
sword's
then-
never wrong.
And then Hebron, at the end of your turn, you get a Wisdom save versus Charm.
It's okay. It's okay.
You remain charmed. River, you are charmed. Please stabbity stab against Giuseppe on the ground in front of you with advantage. One hit, I believe. Giuseppe will remember this, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, then at the end of your turn, River, you get a Wisdom save versus Charm. Well, that does not succeed.
So it would seem.
Giuseppe,
All right.
prone on the
Now-
ground, grappled.
How far is it to the doorway of this room?
The doorway down to like the ramp to go down to the golem room.
No, to go back.
Okay, the archway to head back east is like 5 feet over. Like Hebron is between you and the archway.
Misty step on the other side.
Aha.
Leaving them two here. Yeah, leaving them two here.
Okay, so you misty step. That can go what, 30 feet?
Yes.
So do you want to go as far as you can?
Yes.
Okay, so that will bypass 2 of the archways.
Yeah.
All right, so you appear on the ground in that other room.
Lay on hands. Heal my. No. Yet. No. I'm just gonna lay there for a moment and recover, and think about leaving these two idiots behind because they just beat the stupid out of me. I'm done.
Okay. So you lay there. Hebron, stab River, please.
I'd just like to say ahead of time, I really hope I'm not vibing with this.
Is that 2 hits against River?
2 hits.
All right. And then Wisdom save versus Charm, Hebron. Yeah, no. River.
Mm.
You now get to stab Heberon. I believe that's one hit.
He did that quick. He was waiting.
Okay, I believe Heberon has to make a concentration check. And
Yeah, but he
River
bar-
gets a wisdom save versus charm.
but he barely took any damage.
True, but it still requires a save, so Heberon passed, River did not, and remains charmed. Giuseppe, you are prone on the ground.
I'm gonna get up and go back and check see if the. Oh, I know the lights ain't on.
Also, you can clearly see there is one more archway between you and the octagonal room.
Wait, we were almost to the end.
Yes.
Oh damn! I should have went the other way.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I thought we were closer to the end than the end.
So it actually wouldn't affect anything of what I would have done because you always attack the nearest person. So if you wanted to, you could have just misty stepped over to the doorway.
Well,
onto
that
the
means
ramp.
I could have attacked. That means I can attack the golems.
Or finish the test and then duck out the other
Right.
door.
Right. So yes, I'm gonna go to the arch to the way going down if I can change my movement and
Yeah,
get up.
it wouldn't have
later.
affected anything, and you may not quite realize. So here are your current positions at the start of your turn.
All right, that works for me. Yeah. Okay, that works. Each one of them doorways, them archways, has a different spell on it, right?
It's the same spell. It just every time you pass through it gets cast on
Right.
you.
Right. Got it. All right, and that's where I'm gonna move forward a little bit and end my turn right there. Same thing. I'm just gonna wait right.
So you start your turn at the J, at the top of the ramp.
I'm gonna move to the end of the hallway and peek around the corner.
Okay, yeah, you go down to the bottom of the ramp, peek around the corner. You can see it's a dark room, chalice on this wooden altar, and two large statues of knights standing vigil over the sepulchre.
Gilbert took all my weapons.
You still have your whip.
I have my whip and one non-magic and my dagger of warning because that's
You
the
know,
least one I'll pull last.
when you put it that way, it really does seem like we're just hoisting ourselves by our own petards.
Yep.
Oh, I mean that's the School of Enchantment for you, right?
Let me see if I have that ability.
I mean, you still have your action, mister. All you've done is move so far.
I'm gonna lay on hands and heal myself before I go around that corner. I'll put myself at full hits before I
Yeah, reasonable.
go around there. Because, yeah.
All right, is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Heberon, this asshole cat in front of you is still standing. It is time to get to the stabbing.
Yeah, but stabbing's lame.
Less philosophizing, more stabbing. Oof. I guess I should have let you philosophize some more. Just one hit.
Yeah, if you whacked poetics about philosophy, he might have bored River to death.
All right,
He
then,
does have the big bag of books.
all right, and then at the end of your turn, Heberon, wisdom save versus charm. Mm-hmm. All right, River. big mean man. Is that 2 hits against Eberron? 21 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, 2 hits. 23 points of damage, 2 concentration checks. River passes and is no longer charmed
Yeah.
as his crown evaporates.
All right, guys, move on to greener pastures.
Hebron, you still need to make 2 concentration checks for Bless. Yeah, you're good. All right, but that was the end of River's turn. Giuseppe, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna go around the corner and I guess I'm gonna engage the knights. I guess. I mean,
All right, yeah, you walk in.
because I don't know how to do I don't know what the test was. So, I mean, I was paying attention to to most in and out, So I don't know what the test is. I know we're running from them things. So I guess I'll attack one of the golems. Can I sneak up and get surprise on it? Is it dark enough in that room that I can go stealth?
So yes and no. So you step in there and immediately underfoot you hear the pressure plate go click.
Shit.
And the gigantic chalice on the altar lights up, casting the whole room into bright light.
Can I hit the thing again and step back around the corner?
Yes. Yeah, you could like raise up your foot, bring it back down. The pressure plate goes click. The chalice goes dark.
Or try to hide or something. Hide in the shadows or anything.
So if you press on the pressure plate again, the light goes out. And yeah, you could back up into the ramp area and try to hide around the corner. It is worth noting that the statues did not react at all to either your presence or the light coming on.
What's that? They did not notice my presence or the light coming on.
They did not react.
Okay.
That is, they were statues. They did not move so much as a twitch.
Okay. That's all I got. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I have to interact with the chalice before they'll do anything. Okay. Well, the darkness ain't no problem. I can see in the dark, so I'll wait. I'm gonna try to move. Can I move around the switch? Try to
Try to hop over
which ones. I want to see how many of them there are that are using dark vision. How many look like? How many I have to get to and around to get to the chalice?
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check then. You just give the room a quick ocular pat down. So, with your knowledge of being a rogue, you take a quick look around this corner. And yeah, there's the 5x5 pressure plate right in front of this archway. To the south is another archway, and there's another pressure plate there. And also, as you're looking, you can also see what looks like there might be a pressure plate as well on the altar underneath the chalice that the chalice is currently holding down.
Is it possible to go over or these archways?
So yeah, the ones in front of the archways you could easily hop over. There's the 5-foot There's the 5-foot pressure plate. You can just hop over it.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to hop over it and try to sneak towards the chalice.
Okay. So yeah, you can hop over, sneak your way towards the chalice. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, since presumably you're trying to hide. Yeah, you're pretty stealthy as you get up to the chalice, and I think we're gonna wait there on you. Is we're still in initiative technically. As Hebron and River still need to keep beating each other up. So, like we'll call that your movement and your action. Is there anything else you're going to do, Giuseppe?
Didn't River pass?
Yes, but he's still there because that was at the end of his turn, and you're next.
No.
So Giuseppe's
It's
doing a
just,
bonus action or something you want to do?
keep track.
I don't have anything as a bonus action I can do. I don't think.
Okay. So
Unless
we'll
the party, Gilbert, do you have any ideas? I wasn't paying
I
full
wasn't really
attention
focused
to the
on.
whole.
he snuck into the room.
no,
He's at the chalice. The room is
on
dark.
The chalice part you did, so I don't know what all you did. Yeah, I'm at the chalice. The room is dark. Yes. The chalice looks like it's on a pressure plate. Should I try to find something to counterweight it? And
I mean, the chalice fell off the pressure plate when the dragon knocked it over.
Yes, it did. But now Giuseppe's down there and sees it on the altar.
Well then, Giuseppe should figure out a solution.
Okay. Well, we'll call that then for Giuseppe's turn. Hebron, there's still a mangy cat in front of you. Please stab it. As you are still charmed and under my control.
I shall be waxing philosophical while I do this.
I do like falafel.
I meant to say philosophical.
I do believe 22 will hit River. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what you get for beating someone over the head with a falafel. And then, hey, you passed the save and are no longer charmed, which means we can get out of initiative.
Yep. I stick that sword right in the river, and then I think about falafel. I'm like, that's pretty good. And the spell dissipates.
Okay.
Hebron, how far can How far can you throw me?
I don't know. Hey, Under, how far can I throw River?
River, how much do you and all of your equipment weigh?
I can put my backpack down and just shove it through the archways separately. I only weigh 170.
Okay. And Hebron, what's your strength score?
16.
So you can probably only throw him 10 feet at most. Like with a good wind up and all.
That won't help.
No, it won't.
Well, I could use some juice boxes and a little bit of a nap. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I could use some of that too.
All right, I'll take a short rest.
Okay, so you guys are up there waiting. Giuseppe, so you're down in the sepulcher. You're staring in the dark at this big chalice on this wooden altar. It's on a pressure plate.
How much does it look like it weighs?
Give me an insight check.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's real hard to tell.
Fuck. How big is the chalice?
It is about 1 foot in diameter and about 2 feet tall. It's a large
All right.
chalice, like a gigantic chalice, so it's big.
All right. What I'm gonna do is grab the chalice and bonus action dash towards the exit.
Okay. Well, you grab the chalice, click of the pressure plate under it. You turn to start running, and rolling initiative just to see, because if they can beat your initiative, they'll be able to move to try to intercept you. I doubt they'll do it, but and just in case, River and Hebron should probably also roll initiative, just in case this matters. Well, Giuseppe, you beat the golem, so you're gonna bonus action dash.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm a bonus action dash and 60 feet all the way trying to get past them out this room.
Okay, are you
Far as I
jumping over
can.
the pressure plate or stepping on
Jumping the pressure plate, yes.
All right, you jump the
Yes,
pressure plate.
I'm jumping over the pressure plate.
Yeah, so 60 feet, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. So 40 feet would get you back up to the party. So River and Hebron, you guys see
Okay.
Giuseppe
I head
running up the
towards it
ramp.
with
He's got the steaming gigantic chalice in his hands. You can hear what sounds like heavy footfalls coming from the room below.
Get ready, they're coming!
Mm.
So you guys are going to hold your ground?
I got an idea. We got to throw the chalice out of the testing room.
Probably got a better arm than I do.
Giuseppe, pass me the chalice.
I will give Hebron the challenge.
All right, you give him the chalice. You can hear footfalls coming from the deeps.
I am going to put my sling around part of it, and I'm going to use it to fling the chalice out of the entrance of the testing chamber.
Okay. So I'm going to say give me a attack roll with your sling at disadvantage because of the really badly shaped projectile you're using.
What now? What do you need? What kind of save I need? Throw it.
No, Hebron is making an attack roll using a sling at disadvantage to sling the chalice out.
I threw it out of the room? Oh.
Yeah, because you gave it to him, and he's trying to sling it up. So yeah, you hear the footfalls coming. One footfall, the chalice lights up. Another footfall, the chalice darkens. You let it rip. It goes flying. Toing, 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 as it just bounces along the wall, rolls out into the octagonal room. And you can see as the footfalls stop, it sounds like they were like halfway up the ramp. You hear them stop, and you can see reflected in the light, some 60 feet away, the soft blue light of the transmutation plaque, reflecting off the chalice on the ground of the octagonal room.
Giuseppe, damn
Yes!
fine work.
Yes! Oh, I need a break. Oh.
Yep. All right. And everyone's going to exhale and, and walk out of the
Okay.
test.
So you walk through the first archway. Nothing happens. Walk through the second. Nothing happens. You walk all the way out of here. Looks like that when you complete the challenge, the archways were
Right.
disabled.
Right when I get to the last archway, I'm gonna pivot as unnaturally as possible and pretend to draw my weapon.
All right, make a performance check. Yeah, it's real bad.
Everyone sees through it. It's plainly awful. Hebron steps out of the testing area.
And then I draw my bow.
Hey, it shoots him right in the target.
I will follow Hebron out.
Okay, yeah. You guys file out, the room's traps having been disabled upon completion of the challenge. And you find that the plaque is, in fact, glowing with a soft bluish purple light. The plain chalice just resting on the ground, still steaming out the top of it. You guys are going to take a short rest here, or is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Well, go ahead.
I'm thinking maybe we should take a long rest.
Well, you've only been awake for 4 hours, so that'd be a bit difficult.
We can sit around for a bit.
I
But
made sure I picked up my weapons.
yeah, I hand it back over.
I can teach more Drake, or I can teach my Drake more card games to cheat at.
Yeah, but I could definitely use the rest. And my hit dice have become rather low.
I mean,
So I'll need another rest to recover some more of them.
surprisingly, I am surprisingly fresh because I didn't use any resources. I couldn't smite in all that combat. So I have a lot of spell slots.
You could have stood your ground against the golems and smote them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. See, no. See, I may be a paladin, but I am also a rogue. And a rogue against two heavy knights like that equals one thing. Dead rogue. No, thank you. Now, if one of the other party members was there with me, we probably could have took them. But like Hebron, if Hebron would have been there, we definitely could have took them.
I mean, we can still go beat them up, I guess, but like,
There's no reason to.
yeah, we've circumvented the
completed that
encounter.
trial,
Yeah.
Was there any loot in there?
I don't know.
Well, the chalice is made of gold. Looking at it in some, good light like this, you estimate it'd be worth about 1,000 gold pieces. Like it's big and heavy.
How big and heavy?
Foot in diameter, 2 feet tall, chalice shaped. Made out of gold.
I can tie that to my Drake's backpack.
Also, it appears to be enchanted so that there's always steam coming out of the top of it, though there's nothing inside the bowl of it.
Oh, I have an idea. We can
Ooh.
keep that. We can keep that. Let's keep that. We're gonna mount that on top of our wagon. And it looks like it's steam driven. Yeah, let's keep that.
We don't have a wagon.
Get one. A carriage.
We're in the jungle.
We'll keep it till we get back to town. Plus, it's made of gold.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys wait around the hour. The short rest has no problems. You complete a short rest. And then you're going to wait around till you can take a long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm beat to hell and back. The last few tests I've been burning through so many hit die that I am not wanting to push forward without getting some more of that shit back.
Sure.
The dangers of face tanking.
So you don't want to recharge before going up against the divination door?
No, I want to recharge before going against that.
How about could
I
heaven
almost had him.
nation really be?
Yeah. How bad could it be? But you guys wait around. Eventually, time comes for your long rest. Are you setting a watch or just all go to sleep?
Setting a watch. Chat order.
Okay. Well, fortunately for you, got real
I'll
lucky
bring
on
out the
your
drink
rolls.
for fourth watch.
Okay. The long rest passes uneventfully. As you guys lay on the ground, bathed in this pale, bluish purple light. The 8 hours pass. Your long rest is successful. And I think that is where we will call it tonight.
Okie doke.